Briefly, I could say for you that the labor law system is more employer system. Our labor law system was built to protect the employer. Probably it happens in all around the world, but
No, in
especially
Italy, it's
here.
the employee. In Italy, we protect the
Yes,
employee, not the employer.
employee.
Ah, the employee. Okay,
Yes,
the
yes.
employer is the
Okay, sorry,
company, the employee.
sorry.
Okay.
It's the employee system. Probably it happens in all over the world. I think our laws here they did not go further, so we have to do in compliance. Or companies that wants to come to Brazil, it's imperative that they should contract labor law to be in compliance with your legislation that is very different from US and Europe. Now is very protective,
Okay.
still very protective.
Something to take into account for when you want to establish a subsidiary or something in Brazil. Okay, and then if you want, and then Rita could be involved now. If you want to relocate to Brazil, so a company wants to get employees to Brazil. Well, okay. Also, I know that you are focused on helping people to go to the States, Rita, but also people want to come to Brazil. So what are the general rules for visas or for, yeah, just an overview in 1 minute.
Okay. Sometimes we have multinational companies that want to pick up employees in Brazil to work in United States because we have a lot of professionals that is better than in United States, for example. So we send some professionals to United States, and I can help with the migration forms to do this.
Right. And then Fernanda was tax lawyer. What is the main thing to know about the tax law system in Brazil, in your opinion?
Hi, everybody. Well, actually, in Brazil, we have a lot of benefits to investors, and we have a lot of benefits to other companies, foreigner companies, to invest in Brazil or to take the money and outside of Brazil. Santa Catarina, for example, is the better state to open a company, a e-commerce company. It's the better states for do it. It's the large benefits we have in tax law is in Santa Catarina or Mato Grosso. If you have a export or import company, it's the best state. So if you want to planning, if you want to open a company in Brazil, you need the tax planning, but we have a lot of benefits to foreigner companies.
Super, super. You see, we have a diverse team ready to intervene. And Alexander, something on IP law system.
Yes.
Brazil, for Brazilian companies, IP is a natively international, but something you could highlight for regarding your country.
Of course.
For foreign investors, for example.
Just to summarize
Please.
a little bit of Eduardo Breno was talking about in terms of numbers. São Paulo today has a GDP of almost $500 billion. It's a double of the Portugal GDP, just to have an idea. It represents 10% of the GDP of South America. São Paulo City. I'm talking about São Paulo City. That's a number. Brazil is reformulating its tax rules. For example, we have the higher IVA of the road, higher than than Hungary, right, Fernando? 27% of the IVA in the future, starting in 2026, maybe. It's a progressive transformation of tax roads in Brazil. And about the IP regulation in Brazil, we have several instruments and tools to incentive the technology transference to Brazil. So it's very interesting bring technology, new technology in Brazil in order to have some reduction of the tax on the revenue of the company. For example, if we have a case for Hyundai in 2018, in the occasion to Creta, the vehicle Creta. It's a SUV of Hyundai, and we transferred technology from Korea, South Korea, to Brazil in a new plant in Piracicaba city, and they reduces the tax in 4 percentage points, 4 points on the revenue,
Decrease.
just because of the transformation of the plants. So we can provide services like trademark registration, patent registration, the commodity service, but technology transfer
Super.
is very interesting in Brazil. Is a few offices in Brazil know about that, and we work together very several tax lawyers. Tax lawyers are our partners for
That's
that
great.
because yeah,
Yeah.
is our
So
part
that's
because
the okay.
it starts the conversation about tax incentives, and it starts the conversation to tax lawyers. Open the
Super,
doors for tax
super,
lawyers in the companies.
super, super, super. Yeah, that's the power of real Brazil.
Yes.
We have this team. Okay, before getting back to Eduardo for the closing of the call and maybe some other remarks or questions, and of course letting our managing partner Joseph Vaira, who came a little bit later to introduce himself before leaving. Not now, in a couple of minutes. Keep it for now, Joseph. I won't forget. Let's go to Argentina with Marco Bertossi. You are the neighbor, the most important neighbor of Brazil. I know that I'm keen on geography. In South America, there are only two countries which have no borders with Brazil: Chile and Ecuador. All the other countries have borders with Brazil. And one of them, of course, is Argentina. Can you tell us something about the business between Argentina and Brazil, Marco, the perspectives, the challenges, the situation, the
Sure,
challenges?
sure. As you know, Brazil and Argentina are both part of the Mercosur. The region of the Mercosur includes also the countries of Paraguay and Uruguay. And to comprehend and make an idea of the greatness of Brazil in this case, only the state of São Paulo has the equal population of the entire country of Argentina, about 40 million people. And the GDP of São Paulo is also very similar at the GDP of the entire country of Argentina. And Brazil remains for several years, and it will be, I think, in the future as well, the main commercial partner of Argentina. The major exchange rate with Brazil compared with other countries. We also do a lot of business with United States and China, but not at the level that we do with Brazil.
Wow. So
Marco,
you see, there is
may I
yes, Eduardo.
complete?
Yeah, please.
About 20 years ago, Argentina was the main Brazilian commercial partner. About 20 years ago. And of course, also Brazil and Argentina, we had some issues, economic issues, and we are anxious to be back to be the biggest partner of Argentina. I don't know why it's not how it's not we are not anymore because we're so close. We have so many friends together, and we have the Brazilians living in Argentina and Argentinians living in Brazil. We lost it, but we want to get back. I know. I must tell you, Will will Brazil and will Latam is going to be in the is going to be the future of Latam, the economic. So if the countries can do, we can do. We are going to do business in all of the Latin America. So if Brazilian president and Argentina and Uruguay and Chile don't want to do it, we are going to do it. It's the main mission of Will Brazil.
Definitely, thank you, and there are many in Europe. From Europe, there are for common people there are several stereotypes about Brazil. Stereotypes because we see Brazil, okay, beaches and sun and samba, and well, just something that caught my curiosity and Brazil has one of the most important aerospace industry worldwide. And I know that several times I was flying with a Brazilian aircrafts. Embraer is a Brazilian aircraft producer, civil for civil aircrafts, and it's in the region of São Paulo. So Brazil is very well known for his of course in the business area, in the aerospace industry. So a lot of tax, a lot of label, a lot of IP patents, a lot of. So get to Brazil, we are equipped for that. Okay, thank you very much. I will share this recording after I'll let it available. I'll have it available. I will ask. So thank you, Eduardo. Thank you the Brazilian team. Thanks to the Brazilian team. Thank you, Marco. And also, well, just to complete, Mexico is in Latin America, but not South America. So is there, Gabriela, I'm asking Gabriela now, is there something specific in business between Mexico and Brazil? Mexico is also a big country, highly populated, so it's a big market, but it's pretty far from Brazil. Okay, so I don't know if there are some bonds or special connection. Please, Gabriela, just to close the session.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I know that we have special connections regarding electronics and some parts for cards and also for cell phones and all these things. But also I give a conference for some entrepreneurs a year ago as part of a program that we have between the Chamber of Commerce of Sao Paulo and also here in Guadalajara. I think we are we have a bond between both cities. Right. So I'm sure that in electronic and mechanic things, we have a lot of relationships.
Yes. Super, Gabriela. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now, before leaving, Joseph Weinreich from Israel, please introduce yourself briefly, really briefly. We are closing the session, so please.
Thank you, Marco. Eduardo, thank you for the presentation. I'm sorry I was late, but I'm involved in a big case now these days, and I'm very busy, but it's always a pleasure to listen to you. And Brazil, it is a very interesting market. So my name is Joseph Weinreich. I'm an Israeli attorney since 1987. I've done commercial, etc., insolvency, cross-border, and I'm the managing partner of Will. And I want to congratulate Max for his birthday. Max is our president of Wildach, so happy birthday, Max. I put you on Wildach, the famous music video of Marilyn Monroe. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
The other guys
So
were singing. You didn't sing. You just posted a video.
yeah, okay. So, but I wish you all the best, health and joy. And I want to thank Eduardo for his commitment with Will Brazil. I have been following Brazil, the legal market, over the last years, together with Eduardo, because it is an interesting market, because everybody thinks that most Brazilian lawyers don't speak English, so they have a problem connecting cross-border and so on. But we found out together that out of 1 million Brazilian lawyers, there are at least 50,000 who speak English.
Yes.
So please, Eduardo, target these 50,000. Let's have a great group of Will Brazil, recruiting
Will Brazil
great lawyers,
is growing.
independent,
Yeah, yeah.
cross-border, and they will all bring opportunities to us,
Yeah.
to the whole organization. So
Okay.
Eduardo, please take this challenge.
Right.
And if I can support, I will support.
Yeah.
I wish everybody a great day, and I apologize again for being late.
No problem. And Will Brazil is growing because Rita, Alexandre, Fernanda Vaz, Fernanda because Alexandra's wife recently joined Will Brazil. We are getting on board another one beginning next week.
So it's growing. Very
so
good.
we are going very well. Okay,
Yeah. Marco,
please.
may I invite Rita,
Please.
Alexandre, and Fernanda to be here in the next sessions, talking
Please.
about doing business with Brazil with their perspective.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll set the slots.
Thank you.
Great. So I'm stopping the recording, saying goodbye, but please stay with me 1 minute more because I want to ask you for something. So thank you, Eduardo. Thank you, Will Brazil, for this for sharing these insights on the country, on the business chances we have, also in relation with other countries, such as, for example, Argentina, Mexico, but then all over the world. Thank you very much. Maximilian, you wanted to say something at the very end?
Yes,